Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Reasons Hope and Carter should divorce: wedding was a mistake. According to teasers on the Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan and Carter Walton should split up for 3 reasons. Let's examine why Carter and Hope's wedding might have been a mistake, even though some fans may be hoping they will stay together. 1. There is no true substance to Hope and Carter's love story. Unfortunately, it has always seemed like Carter and Hope's romance was put together for the sake of the plot. In order for B&B to pull off an illogical us-against-the-world Forrester takeover, Hope and Carter unexpectedly fell in love. There is simply little real substance here, since it now seems as though Carter and Hope are being brought back together due to Liam Spencer's fatal exit storyline. Since Hope and Carter's romance never had the right build-up, it might always appear fragile. 2. Liam's final request is insufficient to secure his long-term future. It makes sense that Hope is struggling with Liam's impending death and clutching to Carter's solace. Hope's reunion with Carter was undoubtedly influenced in large part by her knowledge that she is providing Liam with some comfort in his final days. Liam's final request, nevertheless, doesn't seem to be sufficient to secure these two's long-term future. It might be more difficult for Hope and Carter to follow through on all of their plans if Liam dies. Carter and Hope may have begun this new chapter in their relationship because of Liam's dire prognosis, but it may end when they have to confront the fact that they will have to live together when he is gone. This is particularly true for Hope, who was hesitant to give her heart to Carter once more. 3. New romantic opportunities would arise if Carter and Hope split up. While some fans believe Hope and Carter have chemistry, others believe their romance is failing. No matter how you feel about Hope and Carter in the chemistry department, you might want to look into other possibilities. A breakup might allow Hope and Carter to pursue new love endeavors because they aren't going to win any hottest pair honors. Given that it should shake up the show and lead to fresh plots, that might work out well. There are plenty of other options, regardless of whether Carter falls in love with someone else or Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, returns for him. The same is true for Hope, who might eventually find another attractive man to fall for. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter and Hope's wedding day may bring awful news, so we'll keep you updated on any potential catastrophes. The present plotline featuring Carter, Hope, and Liam is just one example of the complex love triangles and emotional roller coasters that have long been a hallmark of The Bold and the Beautiful. Each character is compelled to face their innermost desires and anxieties as Liam's health crisis develops and secrets are revealed, setting off a chain of events that could permanently alter their lives. Liam's health issue and its consequences. The news that Liam Spencer has a fatal brain tumor has rocked his relationships, especially with Hope Logan. After initially opting to conceal his ailment, Liam's condition gradually comes to light, eliciting a variety of responses from those closest to him. Despite her developing friendship with Carter Walton, Hope is horrified by the news and is pulled back into Liam's circle. Hope's sentiments and choices become more complex as a result of Liam's vulnerability and their shared past. Carter and Hope's relationship is put to the test. Despite the turmoil in her life, Hope has found stability in her relationship with Carter. But their relationship starts to deteriorate as Liam's sickness is revealed and Hope experiences emotional distress as a result. As Hope spends more time with Liam, Carter, who can sense Hope's internal conflict, grows more insecure. The problem is made worse when Hope finds out she is expecting and Carter admits he is infertile, raising questions about the child's paternity and maybe ending their relationship completely. ChronicleMW.UK. Daphne's function and Steffi's schemes. Ever the strategist, Steffi Forrester sees a chance to take back control of Forrester Creations and undermine Hope's power. To woo Carter and put a rift between him and Hope, she recruits Daphne Rose. The already complicated web of ties is further complicated by Daphne's involvement, as her actions start to pay off and cause friction and mistrust to grow between Hope and Carter. The return of Liam and the rekindling of old fires. Liam finds himself at the center of a romantic dilemma as his health improves. Hope seeks solace from Liam as she struggles with the ambiguity surrounding her relationship with Carter and the paternity of her unborn child. Hope finds herself caught between her future with Carter and her past with Liam as their common history and the current events' emotional intensity revive their connection. The paternity issue and its consequences. For everyone concerned, the issue of the baby's paternity looms large. It might strengthen Liam's relationship with Hope and possibly result in a reunion if he is the father. Given his turbulent past with Hope, it presents a new set of issues if Thomas Forrester is the father. No matter what happens, Hope, Carter, and Liam are all under a great deal of stress due to the ambiguity, which makes them reassess their priorities and relationships. Carter's predicament and the way ahead. Carter must choose whether to accept and nurture Hope's child as his own when he is confronted with the prospect that the child is not his. Although there is no denying his love for Hope, he cannot deny the hurt and betrayal he experiences. Carter must decide whether his relationship with Hope can endure the difficulties they encounter or if it's time to go on as he struggles with these feelings. ChronicleMW.UK. Love or loyalty at Hope's crossroads? Hope finds herself caught between her commitment to Carter and her deep love for Liam. Her happiness and the lives of others around her will be impacted by the choices she makes in the days ahead. Hope must face her actual emotions and make the decision that is in line with her heart as she makes her way through this emotional minefield. Conclusion: a saga turning point. An important turning point in the plot of The Bold and the Beautiful is represented by the drama that is developing between Carter, Hope, and Liam. The characters have to deal with the fallout from their decisions as relationships are put to the strain and secrets are exposed. One thing is for sure: Carter, Hope, and Liam's lives will never be the same, regardless of whether it results in reconciliation, heartache, or fresh starts. With Luna, Steffi is making this grave error. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, you would think that by now she would at least have learned from her mistakes, but she doesn't appear to be doing so. Naturally, Steffi Forrester is the subject of our conversation. Instead of defending herself against Luna, the woman who attempted to kill her, she is just allowing her to enter her home through the front door. With Luna, Steffi is making this serious error. In fact, it appears that nobody in this made-up Los Angeles town has ever heard of the word restraining order. For some reason, Steffi left her front door unlocked during the most recent episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, allowing Luna to enter and begin harassing her. You would think that Steffi would take every precaution to keep herself safe after everything Luna has done in the past, but that hasn't happened. Is the audience overlooking a crucial component, or are the authors making a grave error here? Fans of the program are interested in knowing that. What will happen to Steffi Forrester next? I didn't finish the episode, but Steffi had her goddamn phone in hand, and Luna, who has illegally entered her house and held her hostage and killed others, isn't already calling 911, one person even wrote on social media. I just think it's insane. Another fan commented, "It's absolutely absurd. The authors are slothful." It remains to be seen if this will truly alter, but we have a suspicion that Luna will sooner rather than later do something evil or perhaps harmful to Steffi. Before it's too late, someone should get the woman a door lock. Steffi in the crosshairs. Luna Nozawa believes that her father will adore her and want to be with her if she gets rid of Steffi Forrester Finnegan. John Finnegan will want Steffi in jail for all time if something were to happen to her, even if she hides her tracks. Don't forget to check out our YNR spoilers for next week, here. Luna's desperation becomes risky. However, because Luna is insane and delusional, she will go on with her plans and purchase a firearm while thinking about Steffi. Steffi has left her with no other option, even if she didn't want it to come to this. Shooting Steffi will be the huge thing she has to accomplish. Luna must decide when and where to carry out her plan so that no one would be aware of her activities. Now that she knows it will be difficult to convince her grandmother to support her, Luna has decided to go it alone. She believed she might have a companion in crime because Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, was also insane, but it was not meant to be. Read this: musician Michelle Wolf and Jack Wagner of The Bold and the Beautiful get married. The surprise and shock of the Deacon. When Deacon Sharp discovered that Sheila had deceived him and had been meeting Luna behind his back, he was sufficiently appalled. When he is not present, she has visited his house and dined at his restaurant. Deacon is incensed that Sheila would act in such a way behind his back, particularly after she murdered his two closest friends, Tom Starr and Hollis. That cannot be forgiven at all. Sheila's statement that she worries about Luna further frightens Deacon. Sheila senses that the girl is not quite right and that she is going to act hastily. Despite her uncertainty, Sheila is committed to protecting her grandchild from herself. Will she be successful? Will she be able to find Luna at all? In any case, where has Luna been residing and where does she obtain her income and clothes? Is Bill Spencer able to stop the monster he made? Nothing has changed regarding the Il Giardino killer since she was imprisoned, and this week on The Bold and the Beautiful, it will be made evident that Luna Nozawa remains dangerous and insane. One could contend that she is even more insane than she was during her previous murderous rampage. The fact that Bill Spencer was able to have his fictitious daughter released from prison and pardoned for her crimes is actually rather astounding. Luna doesn't appear to have much regret and hasn't really tried to amend her ways. She is obviously a fantastic actress, though. Before it's too late and The Bold and the Beautiful suffers bloodshed, can Dollar Bill control Luna Nozawa? Find out what will happen next on the CBS soap opera by reading on. Warning, spoilers. Ridge blames Bill for the situation. According to BMB teasers, Bill Spencer had to explain himself after assisting in the release of murderer Luna. All week, Rich Forrester has been furiously accusing Bill of being accountable for Steffi Forrester's misfortunes. By the end of the week, Luna is expected to strike, according to previews, and someone will be gravely injured. Rumor has claimed that someone could be injured in the crossfire, even though Luna might not reach her main target, Steffi. A hero might attempt to dodge a bullet intended for Dr. Finn's, Tanner Novlin, wife. Whatever happens, one thing is certain, if Bill hadn't assisted Luna in getting out of jail, nobody would have been harmed. Bill finds out what Luna has been doing. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill will eventually learn that Luna cornered Steffi. Additionally, Sheila Carter might visit Dollar Bill. Sheila will also visit Poppy Nozawa, Romy Parks, later this week to get assistance with her grandchild. Bill may even attempt to have Luna Nozawa re-incarcerated before she causes further harm after realizing that she has been unfaithful to him and is still up to no good. Given that he assisted in Luna's release, do you believe Bill should be held accountable for whatever crimes she may have committed? Luna triggered, Brook's reboot, and saving Steffi. Spoilers for the week of June 9th on The Bold and the Beautiful indicate several surprises and turns. Fans should anticipate that Lisa Yamada's character Luna Nozawa will carry out her murderous scheme. But someone may take Steffi Forrester Finnegan's place and save the day. In addition, a romantic relaunch of Brook Logan is planned. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. What Poppy Nozawa decided. Let's begin with Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, who reaches out to Luna's mother during the week of June 9, 2025. Sheila will be concerned about Luna's potential next move. Luna has been disowned by Penelope Poppy Nozawa, who no longer want to interact with her. After Luna set her up for 2 murders, it is impossible to blame her. Sheila may be able to stop Luna before she harms anybody else by using the angle they have. Poppy and Sheila may be able to play heroes as a result. Nozawa Luna triggered. Fans will witness Luna's continued gun ownership next week. The young lady purchased it from a man in her residence. Luna purchased the weapon with some cash and intends to use it to eliminate Steffi. Supporters are aware that Steffi will shortly be leaving for JMW's maternity leave. It is intended to be a short-term departure, nevertheless. Will Steffi become incapacitated once more? Do you need to return to Paris for mental health care? Or might there be another turn of events? Maybe someone steps in to help Steffi. Bill Spencer, Sheila, and Poppy all require atonement. Steffi's hero, nevertheless, can also be John Finn Finnegan or Liam Spencer. I hope Logan gets married. According to previews for the week of June 9th on The Bold and the Beautiful, viewers can expect to see Hope Logan and Carter Walton start planning their wedding. Brook suggested hosting a party for Hope, but Ridge Forrester wasn't convinced it was a good idea. Even though Brook will probably organize one, is there any chance that Liam will show up at the party? A reboot of Brook Logan. Brook has made several attempts to win Ridge back. But Ridge wants to honor his promise to Taylor Hayes and be a man of his word. That sounds more like an obligation than affection. Brook, who is too old to be in an urgent need of a man, is becoming obsessed at the same time. Bill turns his back, and Luna Nozawa loses it all. After being turned down by both grandmother Sheila and Bill Spencer, Luna Nozawa goes into a perilous spiral, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. With no remaining allies, Luna sets out to kill Steffi Forrester. Due to her double rejection, Luna Nozawa becomes enraged and seeks deadly retribution. Steffi Forrester is right in the sights of Luna Nozawa, who has reached her breaking point after losing the support of both Bill Spencer and her own grandmother Sheila. Luna Nozawa is surrounded by walls, and everyone should be afraid when a woman who has nothing left to lose obtains a pistol. Bill Spencer has finally seen through Luna's deceptive facade and thrown her out in a dramatic turn of events that has shocked Los Angeles. However, that rejection, along with Sheila Sharp's refusal to support her granddaughter's vindictive plans, has turned Luna from a cold-blooded murderer into a powder keg on the verge of blowing up. Is it too late for Bill to see the light at last? Bill Spencer was Luna's rescuer for months. Before this year, he even pulled strings to get her released from prison. The media tycoon, who framed her own mother Poppy Nozawa for the murders, put the convicted killer under house arrest at his expansive mansion because he thought he could somehow help the lady who killed Tom Starr and Hollis. However, in early June, something changed when Luna tried to persuade Bill to continue supporting her with her typical naive act. But this time, Bill removed his blinders. He dealt the final blow, rejection, after realizing that Luna was going back to her troublemaking ways. He forced her to leave town completely in addition to rejecting her deceptive entreaties. No one is unaware of the irony, particularly Liam Spencer, who resigned from his job at Spencer Publications in April following a heated argument with his father on Luna's release. Now, Liam's foretelling that Luna was a crazy, actual murderer who ought to be imprisoned rings cruelly true. Bill has once again endangered innocent lives because of his hero complex, which has already taken him down deadly ways with ladies like Sheila. This mess won't even be touched by Sheila. Perhaps the clearest indication of Luna's decline is the fact that even Sheila Sharp, who has tortured the Logan and Forrester families for decades, is afraid of her own granddaughter. You know you're in real trouble when the Queen of Madness herself is raising concerns about your mental health. Early in June, Deacon Sharp was informed of the startling truth regarding Sheila and Luna's alliance. Nevertheless, even that perverse union has fallen apart. Sheila is actively telling others about what Luna might do to Steffi Forrester since she is becoming increasingly concerned about it. She even plans to tell Poppy Nozawa about her daughter's most recent terrible plot. Now, the mother who shot Steffi and Finn Finnegan is frantically attempting to stop her granddaughter from carrying on her terrible legacy. Luna turns her anger toward Steffi. Luna has directed all of her rage towards Steffi Forrester since she has nowhere else to go and no allies left. Luna believes that Steffi is to blame for everything that has happened to her, especially her relationship with Finn. It appears like Luna has lost sight of the fact that Finn opted for his wife over a violent monster. Luna's plans took a terrible turn in the June 4th episode when she obtained a gun with the sole intent of permanently killing Steffi. When asked what she intended to do with the weapon, Luna gave chilling clues that made the audience shudder. This is about a woman who has lost everything and has made the decision to take Steffi with her if she is going down, so it's no longer just about retaliation. A perilous trend recurs. It's hard to overlook the similarities between Luna and her grandmother Sheila. When backed into corners, both women went after Forrester women. Both held their victims accountable for their own transgressions and shortcomings. However, there is one significant distinction. Although Sheila's attempts to kill Steffi were ultimately unsuccessful, Luna is more determined and possibly even more deadly than her grandma ever was. It has come full circle for Bill Spencer to try to save dangerous women. Keeping Luna within his home was his way of containing her menace, just as he had previously imagined he could manipulate Sheila and create a phony romance. Bill now has to deal with the repercussions of posing yet another threat to the Forrester family as Luna runs loose with lethal intent. Also. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge dumps Taylor while Brooke's emotions are aroused by Nick's return. There is a ticking clock. The question now is not whether Luna will attack, but rather when, as her strategy gathers steam. Luna, who was once a cunning manipulator, has become an insane woman with nothing left to lose as a result of Sheila's desertion and Bill's rejection, which is still fresh. Her descent into violence reaches a tipping point when she obtains the firearm. Deacon is already going crazy since he has seen Luna's past misdeeds and knows exactly what she is capable of. Sheila's sincere concern for Steffi's welfare and his desperate attempt to stop her forge an unexpected coalition in an attempt to avert a catastrophe. Will their efforts, however, be sufficient? Steffi might find herself gazing down the barrel of a gun held by a woman who has lost all human ties if Finn or Liam don't figure out Luna's scheme in time. Luna's total seclusion, Sheila has left her, Bill has rejected her, and she is already distant from her mother, Poppy, has created the ideal environment for catastrophe. Los Angeles is ready to see if history will repeat itself in the most terrible way possible, with Luna's vindictive scheme taking center stage and her resolve to cut Steffi out of the picture forever. Will someone stop Luna from shooting, or has Steffi's demise been predetermined by Bill's rejection?